It's 3 p.m. and it is time for dinner with Nanny, Bubby. So happy to have all of you here joining in. Oh my gosh, what on earth happened this morning when we woke up? Yesterday was the most beautiful day on the planet in all of Las Vegas. And this morning we wake up to, I don't know, 30-mile-an-hour winds. The temperature has dropped. Springtime is gone. Hey there, Sue Rainish. So glad you're here. Boy, what a surprise that was. And I was all inspired yesterday, picking the greens out of my garden and, sauteing and feeling very Italian. And then suddenly the weather dropped, and for a minute there I thought it was going to be springtime in Paris, and instead it became continued winter in the desert Southwest. So anyway, tomorrow hopefully will be so much better. Well, I have to tell you, I finished harvesting my garden today. Mario from Vegas Gardeners, I think the Vegas Farms of Nevada, I don't have that name right, came, and they are helping me with my garden. They're teaching me what I don't know so I can get into. Hey, Laura McNee, so happy to have you here. It's been a long time no see, but so happy to have you. They came out and are teaching me how to get into the second season of my garden. Because as you get into a second season, you have to be careful not to plant where you planted things, the same thing in the same place. So the eggplant had to move to a new area so that you don't completely deplete the soil. Hey Christine, so nice to have you here. Thanks so much for joining us. So with that being said, let me tell you what we're making today. We are making these beautiful halibut fillets, and we are going to place them inside parchment paper. So here's the parchment paper. These are called parchment paper pop-ups. There you go. So if you don't like carrying your parchment and you want the perfect size every time, these are about quarter sheets. If you put them widthwise, you need 2 of them, or if you're just lining for something simple, this will fill a half sheet pan. Okay. And I just wanted to tell you as we go ahead and make this, that tonight I'm finishing harvesting, so I harvested let me turn this instead of grabbing this because this is very heavy. This is the Tuscan kale. And this is it. This is the end of the harvest. I'm just soaking it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and likely chop this up tonight. So excited. And I cut out my curly kale is not quite ready for complete taking out of the soil, but I'm going to make a kale salad with the curly kale, the Tuscan kale, or the dino kale, sometimes it's called, with peppers, with this beautiful head of radicchio that I purchased. I did not grow this, but look at this. Look how beautiful these greens are, or these reds. Hey there, Roseanne. Nice to have you here. And then I have the tops of a fennel bulb that I've been saving, and just to add some of that anise flavor, that licorice flavor to the salad. It's so tender and beautiful. I'm going to chop this up and put it in. I have some white chopped mushrooms and a British or English cucumber. And so that is what I'm going to make. Whoa! Sorry about that. Hey Laura Grau, how are you? Hi Roseanne. So speaking of Roseanne, and two things, speaking of Laura McNeese, who is here for the first time in a long while, Laura McNeese is part of my business mastermind group. We call ourselves the Savvy Six. You're going to start seeing promotions for her come tomorrow for you to join us and learn what it's like to have an online mastermind group that you belong to. I feel so fortunate to belong to the Savvy Six, and Laura McNeese is one of those, and you'll get to meet her and her wonderful art, which is actually, let me go over here, right behind me, right here. This is Laura's painting. Hi, Sherry Brasas, so nice to see you. Oh, I guess when I said hi, Siri apparently thought I was talking to her. Sorry. I don't know if that ever happens to anybody else. Yes, the Savvy Six are awesome. Do you see your painting behind me there, Laura? Give me a thumbs up if you see it. So I always place it there, but I have to be very careful to move it after the show, because when Tom comes down to cook, I don't want oil being splattered all over it. So even though it's varnished, I still don't want to see grease on it. Yes. And Laura is a very talented artist. And now back to Roseanne. Come tomorrow, Wednesday, our beautiful, lovely top fan forever and ever, Roseanne, is going to be joining me tomorrow via Zoom. Hi, Marcy. Tasha, so nice to see you. And she is going to be making these beautiful chocolate strawberries with nuts and white chocolate and dark chocolate, and it's just beautiful. And so I'm also introducing Roseanne to the group because Roseanne is just honoring me and all of us who belong to the Gather Facebook group with the fact that she is going to be the guest moderator in there for all of us and keep all of us engaged and connected and listening and posting and talking about all the great things that we do when it comes to food and health and butter. Spreading love like butter, which, right now I realize that I forgot to pull the butter out of the refrigerator. So let me pull the butter out of the refrigerator and we are gonna start this recipe. So Roseanne, say hello to everybody. I want you all to see her tomorrow, get to know her, so that when you see her posting and talking to you in the Facebook group, Gather with Nanny, Bubby, you will feel familiar and comfortable with her. So give me just a minute. I also just wanted to tell all of you, so here's the butter, and we're gonna do that. But I do want to tell you that I just got my first student. Hey Eva Calic, how are you? I just got, hey everybody, Roseanne. I just got my very first student, so as you know, I'd ask all of you, what do you think? Should I'm thinking about doing offering a VIP one-on-one experience with Nanny Bubby to help you gain cooking confidence. Because if anybody knows what it's like to lack confidence in the kitchen, boy, it's me. I could have raised my hand for, 35 to 40 years of my life, how lost and anxious I felt when I stepped into the kitchen, and so many of you have expressed that you can relate to that. So I really wanted to bring an inspiring message. Happy holiday to you too, Eva. As inspiring message to those that really wanted to reach out and have this VIP experience. and I'm so thrilled. So this wonderful woman that I'm working with, believe it or not, this is not what I would have expected that she wanted, but what she wanted is she's a good cook. She can follow a recipe, she knows how to pull it all off, but she said to me, Marla, what I really want is to understand how to take the 19 herbs and spices that you have listed, and if you don't have yours, go to nannybubby.com/spices. It's a free download. She said she looked at the download and now she wants to know what to do and how to use them in these dishes that she cooks all the time. And so we came up with 4 different dishes that she cooks all the time that she's mastered, that she feels great about. And what I am doing is I'm showing her how she can take, hey Nanette, how are you? How she can take all 4 of those dishes, and just by changing the herbs and the spices, how she is going to literally make 3 to 4 different dishes out of those 4. So she's got 4 times 4. She'll have 16 different dishes just by changing the herbs based on season, based on everything else. So together we're working on that, and I'm really excited about it. So, and I'm excited to have my first student because for me, it means that I am able to coach somebody into cooking confidence, which I just wish there was somebody there for me. But lucky for me, I found Ina Garden, and that is what opened my heart and my soul to cooking. So, anyway, if you're interested, you can DM me, and we'll figure out what you need to encourage your own cooking confidence if you'd like. And if not, you just join me here every day at 3 p.m. That's it. Okay, so let's get cooking. Alright. And I'm just reminding you that on Friday I'm on Channel 8, so I don't really have a show, but you get to stand to the side over here and take a sneak peek of the live show on Channel 8 that's airing on their station, but you get to see it live here on Facebook at exactly the same time, which I've heard is kind of cool for those of you who watch. Alright, here we go. This is beautiful halibut, fresh halibut. Hey Doug, I love it. You've been missing for a few days, actually a few weeks, but you're back and I'm happy to see you. So, What we are gonna do is we're gonna season this first with salt and pepper, and again, we are going to roast this inside parchment paper. So stand by, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. This is a very French way of cooking white fish. Also, you could do it with salmon, I have, but typically it is cod that they use or any other kind of white fish, but I love halibut, and if you cook halibut on a high temperature in the oven, sometimes it gets very dry, and even on the barbecue it gets dry. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of olive oil, and this olive oil is really for nothing more than making certain that the seasoning sticks to this fish. Now we're going, can you see it okay? I'll just move you back a little bit. There we go. Now I'm gonna just take some great lemon and just give it some great lemon juice. Just get this right on. Again, this adds flavor, but it's also going to keep it the seasoning sticking. And of course, our kosher salt. And you hear me say it 100 times to Sunday. Always keep your spoon up really, really high, because the higher you are, the more control you have. And I was out of my own ground pepper, so I will just use this. It's time for me to regrind and fill my little vessel with crushed pepper, but this certainly will do. I'm sure all of you have this from Kirkland, right? This is a mainstay in just about everybody's house, and I say, why not? So now, just of course, for color, right, everybody? Yep, capers are coming. But capers don't come until after seasoning, and they come inside the parchment paper. So here we go. Look at that. Just enough color. Oh my gosh, look at this. I mean, this is the thing about food, right? Look at all these colors. Look at how all this looks so close to each other, right? The greens, and I mean, this, if you were an artist, would be something you would want to paint, right? This is nature's colors. This is where the colors of nature have come, and where we have all duplicated them in our clothes, in our fabrics of our home. It is the colors of nature outside brought inside, and there's no better way to do that than to do it with the colors of all of these, including these, white but browning mushrooms, right? These are also the colors of nature, so I just love this. Okay, so, and right now it's springtime, so I just planted dill in my garden today. I've never grown dill. And believe it or not, the farmer taught me today that with dill, you don't need to plant it the way that you plant like a basil plant, or you just take dill seeds and just throw them into your garden, which I thought was amazing because I literally would have dug a hole and put it in and put that all in and made sure it was, all very neat and tidy. And he just grabbed the dill and just, threw it into the, I said, so where did you plant the dill? He said, I didn't, I just threw it in. So I really learned a lot today just from the first time. And I'm so excited because I've heard that the second season of growing your garden, I was so lucky with my first season, without a doubt, but I was really worried about the second season because I've heard horror stories, and I wanted to make sure that all the beautiful things that I love stayed. So, okay. Let's move on to the parchment paper. So, as I had told you just a few minutes ago, I used these fabulous parchment pop-ups. Aren't those great? Perfect size, especially for making parchment fish. We're going to take this and we are going to fold it in half, just like this. And now I want to be the best cameraman I could possibly be. Let me get out the sheet. There we go. And move this aside so that you can see. Now I've got to be a good cameraman and a good cook, right? So let me get the perfect angle for you to see. I have to get myself out of it because it's more important that you see exactly. I'm just trying to see how to do this. Okay. Alright, so we folded it in half. Now we're going to take it open. We're going to take a fillet and put that fillet right in there, just like that. Now we're going to take a few thyme leaves, which just came right out of Nanny. Look at that. Somebody take a screenshot of this and send it to me. Look at this. Is that gorgeous? We're going to sprinkle a few capers on top. some fall off. It's okay. Now the French, and I have to say, I'm American, right? I love French, but hey there, Cynthia, hello. Empapelot, I think that means fish. Right, Lisa? I'm not sure. She took French, I took Spanish, so I have to defer to her. Okay, so the French do this with the Castelvetrano olives, but usually they have pits in them. And I just can't imagine Audrey Hepburn going to dinner and eating this elegant, beautiful French dish and then spitting a pit out. So, right? I mean, somehow the elegance of this dish just kind of, oh, in paper, I got it, Eva. But the elegance of this dish just kind of goes away when I think about having having to spit out my olive pit. So that's why I use